Today I'm making creamy mushroom risotto. Rich, earthy, silky smooth, and quite honestly, one of the best mushroom dishes you can make at home. Golden, glossy rice packed with buttery mushrooms, finished with parmesan and just the right amount of bite. This is simple ingredients, but it's absolute luxury. So our first rice dish of the week, in fact, it's our first risotto dish of the week because this coming Friday, we're going to use the leftover risotto from today and we're going to be making some delicious arancini balls. If you're not familiar with them, they are a Sicilian staple, make a great starter or snack. Lovely deep fried risotto balls. But back to today, let's crack on and make this risotto. And it's a really easy recipe and it definitely won't disappoint. So I've got a pan here. I've just got it on a medium heat, or I'm just about to put it onto a medium heat. And I've just put like half a tablespoon of olive oil in there. To that, we're gonna add one diced onion. That's a white onion. Use shallots if you prefer. And we just wanna cook that down for about 2 to 3 minutes so it starts to soften. Once your onions started to soften down, we're gonna go with 2 cloves of chopped garlic, quite finely chopped. And just let that cook down now for about 30 seconds. Just want to release the flavour from that garlic. Next in with the first of 2 mushrooms we're putting into this risotto. These are normal white cap mushrooms, which I've just sort of chopped up. I've got 80 grams there. Use as many as you like. Obviously, these do shrink down quite a bit. And we just want to cook those out for a couple of minutes. And while those mushrooms are cooking away, a little bit about the other mushrooms we're going to be using in this risotto. And I'm going to be using porcini mushrooms, dry porcini mushrooms. I normally use this brand, Merchant Gourmet. You get about 30 grams in a pack, not loads, but you need to rehydrate them. So follow the pack instructions. You basically rehydrate them by pouring boiling water over them. And actually a little goes a long way. And you end up with the mushrooms in a lovely sort of mushroom stock, if you like, and we're going to use that in our risotto. But we need to drain these off. I've had these sitting in this water now for about half an hour. And in this one here, I've got 800 millilitres of vegetable stock. But I want to add this mushroom stock into that as well. I want a litre of stock here. So I'm going to do that, and the reason I'm putting it through a strainer is because you do get little bits of grit and stuff sometimes in these mushrooms, and we definitely don't want that in our risotto. So just squeeze those out into your stock pot, and we can see now that our stock has gone a lovely sort of mushroomy colour, and it's going to add tons of flavour to our risotto. So let's get back to our pan, move this out of the way, and we can now add in our porcini mushrooms. Straight into our pan there, and again stir those around and just let those cook out for another minute. Next up, of course, is our rice, and we are using, guess what? Risotto rice, which is also known as Arborio rice. It's a very small grain. It's very similar to bomba rice, which you'd find in a paella. And it cooks really quickly. It doesn't take that long to cook at all. It's readily available, own brand, or branded names like Gallo from all of your small or large supermarkets. I'm actually cooking up 300 grams for this recipe, so it would serve 4 people. However, there's only 2 of us eating tonight, and the leftovers we're going to be making our arancini with. So we need to get this into our pan. That's it, and just stir it around. What we want to do is just cook this off again, another minute, seems to be all the minutes today, just to allow that rice to absorb any of those juices that might be in that pan. That's looking good. I'm going in with a pinch of oregano. Sub that if you want. Use thyme, rosemary, whatever herb you like. Stir that through. And then in with 100 millilitres, approximately, that's probably one of my 100 millilitres, probably about 150 there, of white wine. Again, stir it through. And once that wine is evaporated, we're going to go in with some of our stock. I'm going to go in with about 1/3 to start off with. Probably about there. And again, stir that through. And we're going to leave this now until that starts to absorb most of that stock. Don't ever leave the pan. We need to keep an eye on this because we're going to need to keep topping it up as it's cooking. But this is a great time to move on to our finishing touches. Now, when I make a risotto, it can look a bit bland in the bowl. So I like to make some little parmesan crisps to go on the top, and it's dead simple. As a matter of fact, you can eat a lot of these just on their own. They're great if you've got people coming over, want to put a few little picky bits up on the top. These are a winner all day long, but it goes really well with this. So here I've got some grated parmesan, and all you want to do is just put some little mounds of that onto a baking tray lined with some grease-proof paper. So all you need really is about a tablespoon, and just using your sort of fingers, just spread it out a little bit. We'll do 4 up. Doesn't have to be exact. I'm saying sort of a tablespoon, but if you want to make them bigger by all means. But that's probably about the size we want. And then I just like to top mine off with some herbs. I've got the oregano out and I'm using it in the risotto, so I'm just going to use that, but you could put little chili flakes on there or other herbs, a little bit of dried basil, thyme, rosemary, as we said before. That's it. And they're now going to go into the oven for 10 minutes at 180C fan. And while they're doing their thing, let's check on our risotto. Let's just bring this over a little bit. We've still got a little bit of liquid there, but you don't want this to dry out completely before topping it up. So let's add a little bit more. Not too much at a time. Again, stir it through and just keep an eye on it. Must remember this rice, you want it al dente. You don't want it like a rice pudding or something. It's got to have a little bit of a bite to it. Okay, that's been cooking away for about 2 to 3 minutes there. I mean, you can see how quickly this absorbs that stock. So we're going in with some more. Again, little and often. Stir that through. Same process again, probably another 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, we're at that stage again. That's had 3 minutes. Let's add in some more stock. This has still got a bite to it. It still needs more of that stock. I suspect we'll use that whole litre here. So again, just continue to stir it another 2 or 3 minutes and we can check then, see how we're getting on. Okay, so that's absorbed that bit of stock nicely. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm not going to add the whole lot because we are almost there. I would say we're about 2 minutes away now from us putting the final touches on this lovely mushroom risotto. Okay, this is looking dandy. I just want to try it for seasoning, and I also want to just check to make sure the rice is as I want it, because we've got a couple of other bits to add as well. Rice is cooked perfectly, still got the bite. It does need some seasoning, but I want to be careful because we are adding in some unsalted butter, but also some parmesan, and that parmesan can be a little bit salty, as we know. And some cracked black pepper. Of course, I always go overboard with the old cracked black pepper. Into that, I'm adding some parmesan. Now, again, you go as heavy or as light as you want with the parmesan. I quite like the old Parmigiano Reggiano in mine. So I'm going in quite heavy with that. I'm actually going to turn this off, actually. I don't need it on anymore. And then here, I've got about 20 grams of butter. And we're just going to stir that through. And this is what's going to enrich this risotto beautifully, make it really silky and creamy. That's it. Just make sure all of that butter is melting in there. You can see visually how creamy this has become. Oh yeah, cannot wait to give this a go. And the aromas are something else. And then to that, I'm just going to add a little bit of chopped parsley. Don't be precious about it. Chop it how you like it, stalks and all. And stir that through. And that is ready to go. And don't forget our Parmesan crisps. Have a little look at these fellas. I don't know if they'll come off there. Yeah, they do. Look, just slide off. Look at that. Beautiful. And listen. Try one. They are good. So let's plate this up. Nice portion of our lovely mushroom risotto. I'm going to have a little bit more. Just a nice portion there. Oh, and maybe a little bit more. I'm hungry. There we go. And then finish it off with one of our lovely Parmesan crisps. And there we have it. My easy, creamy mushroom risotto. Let's give it a go. I'm not gonna go for the second Parmesan crisp. I've already had one. I'm not gonna be greedy today, but I do wanna tuck in to this risotto because it looks and smells divine. Let's give it a go. Rice is cooked perfectly. Got a nice bite to it. It's almost soft on the outside, and then you've got like a bite on the inside, which is exactly the way I like it. Really creamy. The butter, the Parmesan, and those mushrooms, the flavors of the mushrooms in there is something else. I think if you didn't use the porcini, it wouldn't make it the same dish. I don't think if you were just to use like white cat mushrooms or chestnut mushrooms, it would actually hold enough flavor to give that a real punch, which is what you want. What you can do though, if you don't want to use the porcini mushrooms, you can buy some really good porcini mushroom powder. It's great for stocks and stuff, and you could just add a little bit of that in if you don't want the texture of the porcini mushroom. Great dish as well. Doesn't have to be mushroom. Obviously, this is a vegetarian version today. If you want to add some chicken in there, you can use any sorts of vegetables that you like or whatever you've got in. That's the nice thing. It's such a versatile dish. It's quick, it's easy, it's tasty, and really inexpensive. And as you know, as I said at the start, we're going to use this again on Friday to make our arancini balls. I'm also going to be making a marinara sauce. I think I might put that out as a separate video. I've done it on other videos, and I always say, refer to, I don't know, my deep fried calamari video on how to make the marinara. So I'll probably put out a cheeky little video of that as well prior to Friday's video, so I don't have to include it in there. Guys, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Nice and quick, I hope. I'll see once I've edited it. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please also like, share and comment. It's very much appreciated and really does help the channel. I'll put all of the details of today's creamy mushroom risotto down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time, it's cooking good.